Alright, so this is your 28th tutorial and this is going to be a special one because finally I'm gonna start talking about classes. Now, many of you before had learned about, I think you learned C language before, but if you don't, there's no problem. But if you did, there are no classes in C. So sometimes C++ is also called C with classes, alright, because classes is the main, I mean, they mainly differentiate it from the C. That's why C is called object oriented programming because of classes and objects. So in this tutorial, I'm just gonna go over a basic overview of what classes, what objects are, and how to use them. All right. So first of all, a class is a collection of member data and member function. What that is whenever you create a class, you just create it to organize your data in a better way, and to there are many more properties like data encapsulation and uh, data hiding. There are lots of them, but whatever that is, a class lets you collect data and functions in a single entity, and then you can create an object of that class, and then you can access all those data and functions. Now it might sound confusing at this moment, but just stay with me for this tutorial, and at the end of this tutorial you're gonna get familiar with classes, what they are and how to create them. First of all, for creating classes, you have to create your classes outside your main. All right, so this is your main function, and outside main function you create your classes here. All right, so just go over your main function and type class. This tells C++ that we are gonna create a class, and after that give a space and write your class name. But you can name it anything you want. Generally people name them something like, if you are gonna build a program to keep record of student and teachers, so you will build a class like record or student teacher, something like that. So may name your class something relevant so that you could understand what it was built for. All right, because whenever you are working on big programs, there are hundreds of classes, so you might get confused if you name your class something like X or Y or something. So just name your class something relevant. I'm just gonna name it uh, crap, because this class is crap, really it is. All right, so after typing your class name, you insert those two curly braces, and inside those two curly braces is everything we write about this class. Now first of all, write this term public. Now just don't ask me right now what public is, because I'm gonna tell you that later on, but just write public here for this tutorial, and after that insert a colon and just start writing anything you want. Well, not anything, I'm just gonna tell you what you have to write in here. Now here you can declare member data of a class and member function. What that means is just data like integers a, b, and you can declare a function like void add, right? So you can do that here. Let me just create a simple class. We'll just initialize this a by 10 and b by 5. So now our class crap has two member data, that is, one is a whose value is 10 and second one is b whose value is 5, right? Understand this thing very clearly, because classes are the most important thing in C++. Now next thing you could do is, let's just build a function, use caps lock, void, and just write the function name is add, and it won't take any parameters here. I will just see out a plus b. Alright, so we have a pretty looking class whose name is scrap. Not so much of scrapping here, but under public we have two datas. One of them is integer type whose value is 10, and second one is also integer type whose value is 5, and we have a function add here which adds these two datas and displays it. Alright, so now to use the member data and member function of this class, we need to create its object. Now the object of a particular class can only access the member data and member function of that class. Alright, so you create your object inside main. So that stuff is done. Let's come inside main. and start creating object. Now to create an object, just like any other variable, like create int I, what you can do here is just write your class name and scrap, and after giving a space, just write your object name. Now my object is gonna be apple. All right. Now we have an object apple of class crab. Now let's assume this is a house. All right. This is a house, and this is your jewelry inside. This is your computer or whatever you say. And this crab, this object is a member of the family of that house. All right. So this object can access this thing and can access this thing, but if there is some other class named rat and it has an object called mango, now this object is member of this class rat. All right, so it's like your neighbor. So but your neighbor can't come inside your house and access your jewelry or access your computer, right? So only the object of your class can only access its member data and member functions. All right. So to access any member data of that class or any member function, what you do is write apple, that is your object name, and after the dot separator, you write the value. You write whatever you want to access. Like if I want to access A, I write A, and let's just print this out. So see out this, and if you build and run this, hopefully I didn't did anything wrong. All right, I'm good to go. So it printed out 10, right? So the value of a is 10. We access the value of a, which is here, inside the main function with the help of its object, right? And you can also call functions like cout apple the same way, add, and those two value bases. And now if we run this, let's put that and here, we run this, and I got an error. All right. So hopefully now I won't get any error. Alright, I don't need to see out because if I when I just call function, it will print this out. So kind of messy, forgot to do that thing right. Alright. So here it printed out the value of 10, and here it printed out apple, that is 15, and its value is 15, right? Because 10 plus 5 is 15, so it printed out 15 right here. So this way you can call the member functions, and this way you can call the member data of your class. Now there is a hell lot of stuff inside class. You can do many different things, and for learning that you should continue with these tutorials. So I think this is it for this tutorial, and in the next tutorial we're gonna continue with classes. So just stick with me, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys for watching.